as we head to Harrisburg for our next segment, a beautiful part of Augusta-Richmond County, a part that has such potential, but that potential, some will tell you, is being held back by a place called Mercy Ministries there at Crawford and Fenwick. It's been there for the better part of a decade. It's a place for homeless folks to go during the day and have a shelter. Also, there's Mercy Manor, a place for homeless folks to spend the night and stay for a while. Susie Raban is representing Mercy Ministries today, and I appreciate you being here, Susie. And Lori Davis is representing the Harrisburg community, as she has for so long, as well as her love of our entire community. She's always out and about trying to make Augusta better. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Let me start with you, Susie, and just with the information I was able to get from Richmond County, and that is that we have a zoning problem when it comes to your place there, that it's supposed to be apartments, but it's certainly not apartments, so you shouldn't be there. Your thoughts on that?
First of all, let me correct a misconception. Our boarding house is not a homeless shelter. No one in our boarding house is homeless. We offer affordable housing. The people there pay rent. They're responsible for their own rooms. They have homes. That is their home.
Right.
It is not a homeless shelter.
Is it a transitional facility?
No, it's not.
Well, okay.
Most of our residents have been there long term.
Like, what's your longest term resident?
Our longest term resident has been in the building since before we owned it.
It's no secret that Mercy Ministries has been cited for several code violations and several fire department violations. It was deemed unsafe in many areas, and so therefore, Lori Davis, you're thinking, let's get a court to declare this a nuisance property and get rid of it, right?
That's exactly what we're trying to do, but it goes all the way back to 2006 when Mercy Ministries came in, basically under the guise of a homeless shelter. We knew it, a day shelter with a thrift store. We did not get involved with what the issues were for 2 years until they took over the house next door, which is their boarding house. That's when all the issues came about with housing people that are possibly mentally ill, or they're hiding out, or whatever they're doing. There was just no accountability as to who all was in that house. We went before the Augusta Commission with a petition petitioning that this be stopped. The interesting factor there way back then was the commission never called code enforcement forward, nor planning and zoning, and said, look, let's look and see if this place is zoned properly or if it's up to code. The city knew back in 2006 when they rezoned it, and then Mercy Ministries took it over. We have all the documents. They knew that they were there illegally based on zoning. They knew it then.
Susie, would a rezoning fix you? Would it help you? And also, would you agree that the place is or has been unlivable?
Well, we did have some issues, some fire code issues. We've addressed most of those issues. The building is a very old building, and it's taken a lot to bring it up to code. We're hoping we're there now.
The county is concerned that many of the things you've done to bring it up to code haven't even been approved by the county. Y'all just kind of slipped them in without them noticing.
We have an architect. It's all been done under permit.
Are you still stuffing newspaper in the walls for insulation?
I really don't recall when we've ever done that, but we actually, a couple of years ago, we had insulation blown into the walls.
Listen, I don't want...
So there's been continuous improvement. I'm not saying that property was beautiful to start with. It was a very old property. It had been involved in a bank fraud. We were managing it for the Bank of Waynesboro. And when their case was over, that's when we assumed ownership of the property.
Lori, let me ask you, just as a resident, you know, a lot of people, and you may be watching now saying, Brad, don't be mean to that lady representing the homeless place. I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to figure out if Harrisburg is the right place for Mercy Ministries. And Lori, would you like to see it exist just elsewhere?
Absolutely. They have a thrift store and a lot of property on Broad Street, which would make way more sense than sitting in the middle of a neighborhood. It's a block and a half from me, and everybody that goes and comes from Mercy Ministries comes by my house a lot of the times. They have one man that works there at night that parties with my neighbor next door, and he takes his keys right on back down to Mercy Ministries. There's no oversight. There's not proper oversight. It's not put together. It's put together with people wanting to help people. We understand that. It does not belong in the middle of a neighborhood. And also, also code enforcement knows exactly what they have done, as well as planning and zoning all the way back to George Patty.
Susie, we want to take care of our homeless
Okay.
population. We do. I can speak for a large part of our audience. Would you be better suited somewhere else, or can you fix things and make it right?
First of all, the homeless population is not the only population we serve. And we have no night employees, so I'm not sure who that person is.
That's what he calls himself.
Well, he's probably not associated with us. We started that day center long before I was there as an outreach, of course, to homeless.
Right.
What we found when we got to Harrisburg is Harrisburg as a community, and anyone who is familiar with Harrisburg knows it's been an at-ease community for a very long time. We found that we're serving more people in the community than we are of the homeless people.
You mean to tell me that people in Harrisburg are becoming homeless or becoming
No,
in need
what
of...
I'm saying is we're serving much more than a homeless population there in Harrisburg.
Well, my question, though, is if you just get down to brass tacks, you're not in compliance with what the city says is supposed to be at that property. How can you get there?
I don't believe that we're not in compliance.
You don't believe... The county thinks
Yeah.
that you're supposed to be a multi-family dwelling, i.e. an apartment complex.
That is,
You think
the
you're an apartment
zoning
complex.
that comes under is based on square footage. That actually is what we are allowed to have there.
So you think you're
We're-
zoned fine?
Oh, I think we're zoned fine. We're on the tax assessors as a rooming house. That's how we conduct our business.
She thinks they're zoned fine. Why is this in court?
Because they're not zone fine, or it would not be in court. And the new planning and zoning director, Melanie Wilson, is the one that finally said, let's all get on the same page here. They are operating out of zoning. And it's not square footage. It has to do with the acreage of the property that the building sits on. It has to do with acreage, and they have 0.23 acres, and that's what determines what goes in that property, which, and you know, planning and zoning can back me up on this. They are zoned for 6 units. Those 6 units must have 6 kitchens, and they must have 12 parking places. It is nowhere near that. It's supposed to have a sprinkler system. I can't believe the fire department has not shut the place down. It has no sprinkler system. It has to. And they must have licensure to run a boarding house or rooming house. That has not ever happened. They have never had a certificate of occupancy after the zoning change. And they had to have a certificate of occupancy, as well as they had to be totally up to code before they put all these people in there.
Lori
the
Davis.
city has dropped the ball here, Brad. The city of Augusta.
And that's really my ultimate question.
That's
And it feels
right.
like I keep asking it over and over again. But if Ms. Davis is correct, and there's a lot of people in the county who agree with what she's saying, I can promise you that.
I understand
So
that.
my question is, instead of looking back, let's look forward. Can we sort through this mess and make it
I feel
right?
that we can, because our goals for Harrisburg is the same. Our goals is to improve our community, to offer more resources to people in need in our community. My family is one of the founding families of Harrisburg. I love Harrisburg. Harrisburg is in my blood. I've not always been an active part of Harrisburg. But Harrisburg has beautiful bones. Harrisburg has the potential to have to be one of the best neighborhoods. And I don't mean on property values. I mean, I'm talking human factors.
I think you
and
touched-
that's what
let me-
we're in. We need to be more inclusive.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't need to run people off we feel are undesirable. None of these people in Harrisburg that we serve, we're not bringing them in from other parts of town.
Let me do this real quickly, because I think you touched on something important, and that's what can Harrisburg become. I want to talk about Mercy Ministries and its place in Harrisburg, whether or not the future holds a place for that facility. And I want to look forward and see how this thing might be resolved for both sides. And we're going to do that next week on the Means Report. We'll lead off our broadcast with Lori Davis and Susie Raban, because it's that important. Picture a homeless shelter in your neighborhood. How would you react? Or a homeless facility in your neighborhood? How would you handle it? We'll pick it up next Means Report.